Hello, this is Eric from the Stratford Public Library Makerspace. Welcome to another edition of Make It Meetups. This week we're going to be creating our own board games out of cardboard and egg cartons and foam mats, anything that you can kind of come up with. You can easily make your own dominoes out of styrofoam trays, foam floor mats if you're allowed to cut them up, or cardboard, whatever you have on hand, and you can just easily cut out some rectangles and draw dots on them. This week I'm going to show you how to make your own chess and checkers boards, as well as this Mancala board. But any game that you've played or that you want to play and you can find the rules or what the boards look like, you can recreate yourself and give your own spin to the rules. Just remember, when you start out, all the rules that you state at the beginning of the game, those are the rules that you play by. Anything that you think up halfway through does not apply. If you have a dispute over rules, roll a die. On the roll of a 1 to 3, one person is right. On the roll of a 4 to a 6, the other person is right. And just play with like that for the rest of the game. Creating your own chess and checkers board is as easy as making an 8x8 grid on a piece of paper or cardboard and coloring in every second square. If I was going to create a chessboard for Lego people, I would probably make the board about 1 inch square. This time I've decided to make it for action figures, so about 2 inches square seems to work really well. For this board I decided to use foam floor mats. I also used some action figures as characters. And you could also make it small and turn it into an X's and O's board. So instead of X's and O's, I'm going to have Ghostbusters and Star Wars. This is one of my favorite games ever. It's called Wari or Mancala often, and there's several other variations. It's an ancient game that was originally played by making all these little dugouts in the ground, and then you'd put stones in them. It's super easy to have a board like this and make your own version of the game. I just used an egg carton. So I had an egg carton like that, and I took the top of it off and put a pot at either end. So I had these two containers, and now you can go out to the garden and get some stones, or if you have some beads, or marbles, or little tokens. You could also make your version of this outside and cut 12 little dugouts out and then 2 pots at either end and use some stones that you found in the garden. I thought I would show you some three-dimensional board games for inspiration. A lot of these ones are really old and they're hard to find, but they'd be really cool to make your own, or if you have another game that you really like and you want to make a three-dimensional version of that, that'd be totally cool. This one's called Caper, and it has several different levels of buildings, and it's all from a top-down map view, and you go through and you cut barbed wire, and you're a jewel thief, so you break into the building. This here is called Subsearch, and it's a three-dimensional version of Battleship. Wow, cool. This is my favorite game of all time. And you're probably saying to yourself, how can we possibly make a game like this ever? It's really big, it's totally 3D, and it's complicated. But I think with some cardboard, a little imagination, some paper mache, you could build a very similar game or one that's way cooler. In this game, each character moves around the island trying to get off and steal the jewel from Volcar at the same time. And they have to watch out for rolling fireballs. Board Game Geek has a description of almost every game imaginable. It has pictures of the pieces, it has pictures of the boards, reviews of the game, and even sometimes there's files and rules posted to it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you guys have created some board games at home. If you did, take a picture of them and share them with us on social media. We'd love to see what kind of games that you guys have come up with. As well, don't forget to check the links in the next slide. I'm going to leave the rules for Mancala and a link to Board Game Geek. And oh yeah, don't forget to check out the 3D versions of chess and checkers. So once you've mastered all of the 2D versions, the 3D ones are really cool, and you can make your own game boards to go along with that. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all again next week, Thursday at 2 o'clock for another Make It Meetup.